Hello everybody and welcome to another episode on our 2003-2001 season here at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Bristol Night Race. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Burton start the front row as we are underway here. Bristol green flag is out and Earnhardt takes the early jump over Jeff Burton, and then Dale Jr. is now going to come down pit road from the pole in the lead for no reason. He just throws it down pit road and he's pretty much already threw away his chance of having a good finish. I can't believe he just did that. That will cost him tremendously on the first lap. And so now we have no clue what's going to happen now with the situation up front. The lead of this field, as we look up there, it seems to be Jeff Burton now, of course, is now your race leader. Rusty Wallace there in second, Dale Jarrett in third, as Jeff Burton seems to lead the way early here. As just shocking developments with Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming down pit road and throwing away his pole starting position to go to the rear. And oh, there is smoke. And there seems to have been an incident here. We're going to check out why that is. And it looks like we're looking at the 21 machine of Elliott Sadler here. He's racing the 9 of Bill Elliott, and it seems Bill Elliott just turns Sadler on exit the corner and sends him spinning down the racetrack towards the inside wall. He just gets dumped, and around he goes. But no cautions. He's on the apron and out of the way of everyone else. So we stay green here in Bristol. Jeff Burton leading the way here over Rusty Wallace at Bristol. Now we move on to lap 27. Jeff Burton's here stuck in the middle of the pack. Matt Kenseth is out of the race now, as well as Rusty Wallace and Jimmy Spencer from an incident that we missed. I mean, really shocking scenes here. Those guys being out, sorry, not Tony Stewart. The 29 Kevin Harvick is out of the race. So Harvick, Kenseth, Spencer, and Rusty Wallace, still big contenders out of this race, including your Bristol race winner earlier this season, all gone. Dale Jarrett, it seems, is now leading this race, which he is over Jeff Gordon by a smidgen right now. Jeff Gordon right there trying to track him down on the bumper there. Got the lap car of Bill Elliott in front of them, who's desperately trying to stay on the lead lap. But Dale Jarrett now in the lead, looking to get another win for himself and that Yates Racing team as we look throughout this pack. Everyone keeping it together, running smoothly. Lead there, Junior, of course, made that mistake early in the race, cost him dearly. But Dale Jarrett leads the way here in Bristol. Now we move on to lap 143. So we're on with the lap cars. Your race leader is actually the one of Steve Park is leading this race here at Bristol in a shocking turn of events, jumping ahead of Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin, and Bobby Labonte. Now he's chasing down the lap car, the 66 of Todd Bodine. Steve Park going to try to go the inside here. Going to get into him, and around goes the 66. Hold on, he saves it. He hits Steve Park up to Dale Jarrett, and your leaders are crashing into the wall. Steve Park, Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin, and Mark Martin piles in. Oh my goodness, your leaders, your top three just go crashing into the wall. Steve Park, Dale Jarrett, and Sterling Marlin. As Steve Park gets clipped by the 66 of Todd Bodine, who he had sent down the racetrack, and Bodine wipes out Park, Jarrett, and Marlin. Big hits. Bobby Labonte also damaged, but I think he got through the lead in this shocking turn of events in this incident here. Oh my goodness. What have we just witnessed? As we see right there, Steve Park just turns the 66 right down to Casey Atwood's door. 66 saves it, but then comes right back up the track and destroys Steve Park. Nowhere for Dale Jarrett, Sterling Marlin to go. Jarrett airtime, a hard in the outside wall. Bobby Labonte makes some contact there. Johnny Benson might just get a little piece of it. And Mark Barnes to completely stop and get into those guys there to avoid being completely destroyed if he ARCA braked it in there. And we see right there, 66 around up the track into Steve Park, Jarrett, and Marlin, and a huge crash breaks out here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. See, the race leader is Bobby Labonte in the 18. And now we are going to move on to lap 153. The 10 of Johnny Benson has now taken the lead here at Bristol. Of course, in the first race of the season here at Bristol, he ended up upside down and being like the first guy out of the race. But now he's leading this race over Jeff Gordon, of course. 7-time winner in 2001 already. But Johnny Benson looking for his first win of the season for Tyler Jet Motorsports. So now we have a restart after the 14 of Hornadays. Out in the 24, Jeff Gordon is out of the race with a valve failure. Your championship Winston Cup points leader out of the race. Shocking development there. And Mark Martin saved it there, kind of Bobby Labonte. But so Jeff Gordon, other cars out of the race, but Johnny Benson now continuing to lead. Mark Martin running second, Bobby Labonte third. Well, actually, now third place to be taken by the 4. Robbie Gordon having a great run going right now. How about it? There's Labonte back there. You see the 66 of Bodine trying to merge back on the racetrack. This could end very badly as Mark Martin gets pinched up the racetrack. There's Robbie Gordon. We got cars bouncing up on the wall. Mark gets turned into Brett Bodine, and we're crashing. There goes the 11. Bodine around, clips Mark Martin. He's going to get hit. Oh, they all avoid him. But Tony Stewart went around as well, I believe. Indeed. Tony Stewart, they all up the racetrack, and Tony Stewart just a little bit of neck code there. Clips Mark Martin, spins the 11 of Brett Bodine into Robbie Gordon. Around they go, and Mark has to get into Bodine. He has nowhere to go, and just another wreck here at Bristol. See, they just slide the racetrack. Tony Stewart hooks to 6 as the 4 goes in the wall. Nowhere for Brett Bodine to go. Mark Martin back into him. More damage to Mark Martin, who's finally starting to get on the comeback path this season, and Bodine goes completely around. Tony Stewart takes a hard lick here into the inside wall here down this front straightaway. See, Stewart just loses it, and then Casey Atwood sends Tony Stewart bang head on to the inside wall right there. The number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. That will destroy Tony Stewart's car and his hopes of having a solid finish after that very good runner-up just in our last episode at Michigan. And now Dave Blaney's engine is up in smoke. He has some kind of mechanical failure as Johnny Benson leads this race. Now we move on to lap 348. Bobby Labonte has now jumped out front of the only 5 cars on the lead lap. Him, Johnny Benson, Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, and Elliott Sadler are your 5 lead lap cars at the moment. Benson leading, looking to get a very nice win into his bank right now. As we look throughout this pack, Benson continues to lead. Got 66 of Bodine merging back onto the track. He has been a wreck magnet today. But how about Bobby Labonte leading this race right now? Jumps out of Johnny Benson. Bobby Labonte looking for some much needed points. Caution out on the racetrack. Some sort of incident here. Big crash. Robbie Gordon, Mike Wallace, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kurt Busch, and Kenny Schrader involved. Looks like Joe Nemechek in the 33 hooks Schrader in the 36 right down into the 4 of Robbie Gordon and sends the 4 and the 36 both run up the racetrack. Nowhere for Leffler to go. Leffler avoids it. So is Jeff Green, but they both come track and nowhere for Mikey or Dale Jr. to go. They full throttle. And Kurt Busch and Mike Wallace absolutely arc break Dale Jr. and they have significant damage. So now we're really going to see the full replay here. See, Schrader just gets clipped by Nemechek. Just a slightest turn there, and Robbie Gordon, and they can't hang on, and around they go. Atwood collects the damage, and boom, there's Walter Dale Jr., Kurt Busch, boom, Mike Wallace piling in. Arca breaks here at the back of the field, and some trouble right there. They get into it, but it continues to be Bobby Labonte leading this race in Bristol. Now we move on to lap 401. No, 402 with 99 laps to go. Bobby Labonte still leads. Johnny Benson, though, still not far behind in second place, looking to bring home his win. And Jeff Burton blows an engine right in front of your race leader, Bobby Labonte. And Jeff Burton will be out of the race as that Roush Racing number 99 Ford has once again blown an engine this season. And that will be it for the 99 and Jeff Burton today. It was started on the front row. Will now be out of this race. And now it's down to Bobby Labonte and Johnny Benson, it seems, with Labonte leading. Now we move on to 3 to go. Johnny Benson has now gotten ahead of Bobby Labonte. He's back and forth, and Elliott Sadler is in second, but he is tracking down the 10 of Johnny Benson here. 2 to go here in Bristol. The only thing that's going to hurt Elliott Sadler is the lap cars on the bottom there. Casey Atwood and Jeremy Mayfield as Benson tries to clear them on the outside and get his Bristol redemption from flipping the first Bristol race earlier this year to have a shot to win it for Tyler Jet Motorsports. Coming to the white flag, final lap at Bristol for Johnny Benson. Now he's got some space. Elliott Sadler being slowed down by Jerry Nadeau, also trying to get his first career win. They're both going at it here as they race down the backstretch for the final time, through 3 and 4 for the final time. Elliott Sadler's not going to have enough until the line. Johnny Benson, first career win at Bristol. Elliott Sadler, your runner-up. Sterling Marlin will come home third. Bobby Labonte will be fourth. Joe Nemechek fifth. And Bill Elliott, Steve Park, Bobby Hamilton, Casey Atwood, and Jeff Green the top. As Johnny Benson gets his first career win for him and his team, Tyler Jet Motorsports, here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And pulls off 2 upsets and 2 Bristol races so far, proving to be one of the most chaotic racetracks on the schedule. See the race results on the left side of your screen, all the DNFs and guys, tons of laps down. And we will see the Winston Cup point standings very shortly. Now, as you see, Jeff Gordon remains your points leader by 113 over Bobby Labonte. He's now climbed to second in the points, trying to make a push to the championship. Harvick is third, Ricky Rudd fourth, Rusty Wallace your top 5 in the points right now. Jeff Burton, Dale Jr., Sterling Marlin, Dale Jarrett, and Johnny Benson now jumps on that 10th spot in points. Tony Stewart down to 11th. Then Bobby Hamilton, Bill Elliott, Jerry Nadeau, Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Spencer, Ken Schrader, Dave Blaney, Steve Park, Ricky Craven your top 20 in points. So until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.